My name is Marcella Marsdin, and this is Behind the Culture.
Statia, the hidden gem of the Caribbean. Let me take you.
As I said, I'm Marcella, and I was born on the island of Statia. And you can say I lived all my life here. Worked for the government 45 years. After leaving, I started a lot of different organizations, a lot of different activities for the seniors, and most of all to keep our culture alive. Sometimes it's hectic, but somebody got to do it, you know. Okay. Growing up on Statia in my time, was great. We did more things with our hands, more activities, more climbing trees, playing games and things like that. And over the years, it has changed because of the generation, number one, but also we are the older ones, we actually change it. Because yes, you have to move with the tide, move with the generation, but at the same time, we have to teach them our culture. Don't let them sit all day on your app or on the tab or watch TV. Now and then turn it off, let them walk outside, play. Do something creative instead of just sitting. So we have to blame ourselves because the culture is dying out. It's because of us. Well, a few years ago, I went to St. Martin to do up my Christmas shopping, and I stayed at Seaview Hotel. And early morning, about 9 o'clock, 4 o'clock, I heard drums coming up Front Street. So I went on the porch, and when I saw them, they were playing drums with jean pants, red blouse, the Santa hat. I said, wow, that'd be good for Statia, but instead of jean pants, but I'm white pants. And that was last December, and the following year, I came out with it. And from then we are doing fine. The only thing I regret at the moment is we don't have more children involved. We started off with children, but as I said before, the parents are the children and the children and parents. Because if I tell you, go to the red and white parade, or go to church, or go here, the children tell the parents are not going. Yes, when we have the red and white parade, even those on the side, they have a lot of them in the red and white. A lot of the children, but they're not taking part. And that's really grieved me. But we have a few still faithful ones, faithful foundations, bringing their children to the red and white parade. Yeah, but it's nice. And we have grown-ups also. They join also.
And how do you plan to continue with the red and white parade?
Well,
in the future,
I think Gail will have to take it over because I can't do it all the time. I mean, it's nice I'm still, strong enough to do that. But somebody has to take it over eventually. When we have certain things, whether it's for the seniors or any activities, I try to involve the children as much as possible. So at least one would carry it on. Same thing, keep our culture alive. And the 1st of July means a lot to me. That was a time when our forefathers got their freedom. And I personally find that we should do more to keep that rhythm going. Yes, I go to take some of the children, we do some picking up the July flowers, put them on the gate 9 o'clock. Then we go around Mona, Sheila, a group of us, we play drums and so. But the government must get more involved. That's my feeling. Because that really was the day that we had our freedom. I see they have a foundation now and they started trying to do, some things, but I think over the next couple of years would be more bigger. But I love that. When you look after it, they took a lot for us, for where we are today. Because it was bad, but we are thankful to them, and that's why we should celebrate it in a grand style, we should. Most time you see folks doing things, it's girls doing singing, girls dancing, girls doing this. And I came up with the idea to have a group of boys. And it was nice. I really enjoyed it. And up to now, the boy Smith, what's his name? Because we were there with Chinese Smith, Tyrone, all of them still asking me to do it again. I said, would you come? He said, but we have children. Take our children, and do it again. And which is good because we really don't have nothing with boys here. And I'm going to try my best. It's a little late now to get a few boys involved with the girls to go to the different offices. Because I usually do that. Go to the different offices and sing it. This is how you keep your culture alive. This is how you're bringing the Christmas spirit. Just don't go and cook your ham and your turkey and invite me over. Keep the activities going. Show the generation what it was in our day so that they can carry it on. That's how I feel by inviting them, taking them along with the things that we are doing. That's the only way it's going to be. And I don't expect that if I invite 10 and they will come every time for the 10 to carry it on, which would be good. But at least if one or two of them take up the mantle and just go with it. You know, our culture will remain. When I feel bad sometimes when I go to the other countries, other islands, and so you see the culture, you see what they are doing. And then our culture is that's dominant. Yes, you have to change certain things because generation changes. But we have to keep that culture alive. Keep it as part of our culture, part of our history. I always say our culture nearly dwindled. We're already nearly gone. It really pains my heart to tell you the truth to see that our culture is fast dying. When I look on Facebook and I look on, that you see the different islands and so really, really going out with their culture, that's what pushes me to really, to continue. Even though I think I have to pass it on to you. Pass the mantle to you. But to really do that, you have to have the love for it. Yes. I can be a teacher. You can be a teacher, but every teacher is not alike. Some people are born to be a teacher, things like that. So you have to love that thing to really. Statia culture is my life. I could do culture every day. I can go. If the teachers ask me to come to the school every day and I have time, I go just to teach the children culture. And over the years, I said the government or the school must make a curriculum at least once a week. Teach them our culture. You don't have to know the culture about St. Kitts and Nevis and yes, it's okay to know it. But why know their culture and I don't know my own? They must have a curriculum. And I'm saying that for the last all the years I think I know myself big. Then they must put it in the school. Make a book. At the moment, it had a gentleman and his wife came about 3 weeks ago. And he came to me for an interview about the same thing, about our culture. And he's making a book that every child in Statia will get a book about our culture. And I find that's good. Now you take an outsider to see that we have culture, to not see that our children don't know our culture, to make a book to give to our children to learn about our culture. Just get my heart to it. Yeah. Sit with our seniors. That's when you're going to learn it. When I went into the culture department, I didn't know nothing much, but I went to the different seniors on the island, and from there I learned. But if you just sit back and relax, you'll never learn. And that's what I said. I'm glad the gentleman making a book. He wouldn't have everything in it. At least the children have an idea what it was in our day and what is our culture. I love culture. I love my culture, and I want to see it continue. Somebody to take it and continue with it. But for the time being, I'm doing all right. My fondest Christmas that I'll never forget, I was 9 years old. And I got up that morning and I saw a dolly. It was dressed in a wedding gown. That's the best Christmas I ever spent in 9 years. Because I never got a dolly. We get a little ball, we get some little sweets. But this was something that, that Christmas, that's one that really stands up to me. The children now telling the parents what they want for Christmas. We couldn't do that. The fortunate, we couldn't do that. We get a little ball and that's it. But I was 9 years old. And that dolly started, I can still see the 2 little earrings and a nice wedding dress my aunt sent me from the States. And from then on, Christmas meant more to me. Folks, in our time, we didn't have much. But what we had, we enjoyed it. Whether it was a ball, if it was a sweet, we enjoyed Christmas. And when I got that dolly, I thought I'd see Jesus' face. Telling the truth, but I was so glad because you hear about it, you hear other children in other parts of the world and so. But in our time, it was nice,
Because I remember seeing you on an interview and you said that your doll was a bottle with some
that's all we had, bottle, and it's there still. I have it down on a wall unit home, a bottle baby. And it used to admire the bottle baby, put little clothes on it, ribbon in the hair. And now the children telling the parents, I want a bicycle, I want this, I want that. Thank God for parents that can give them the things. And even though you can give them the things, I wouldn't give them all the time the things that they want, because it take away. Let them work sometimes for what they need, and not what they want, what they need. And this is what I have two girls, especially two boys used to go to mama job, and the two girls used to cook from small Mincha and Shanna. And when they don't have enough to go on vacation, then I put the rest. But you teach them from small, and everything else is what we give to you, that golden platter. And when you work for something for yourself, you appreciate it more than just giving. That's, yeah.
Let me take you right back into time where Rodney